Hello and welcome back to this month's Positive News. We are here with the wonderful Manchester's finest. Juno's just enjoying her first puppuccino of the evening. Hopefully her last, because
she won't sleep.
She won't sleep. We've got some amazing stories for you this month, including a young boy who's done something for Sir Tom Moore.
Inspired by Sir Tom Moore, raised an extreme amount of money all by himself, dressed as Captain Tom Moore. And I went out this week to do one of our monthly random acts of kindness with our neighbours, Bread and Bowl. And we've even got a special guest joining us later on today, haven't we?
We have, but I'm still unsure why I didn't get invited to this Bread and Bowl.
You had to hold the fort in the shop, Amy. We'll talk more about that later.
Disappointed.
It's been a while, and if you didn't tune in to the first lot of positive news we did in the first lockdown, then we'll just introduce ourselves. I'm Kira, this is Amy, and we are two wives, married to each other. Sometimes people get confused with that, don't they? We're not just two wives separate, we are married to each other. And we're the founders of Feel Good Club. Our aim is to normalise a conversation around mental health, well-being and feelings in general, while supporting you in becoming a happier version of yourself. And you can follow us over on @WeAreFeelGoodClub. We put out daily positive reminders to keep you smiling.
And a lot has changed since our last positive news. We are now officially in our own coffee shop in the Northern Quarter. We did it.
We did it.
We made it.
Yeah, if you watched the first lot of positive news, you would have seen our journey to creating our wellbeing coffee shop. And now we're here, pandemic or no pandemic. Closed at the moment. There's been tears,
a lot of
physical tears, crying, and then we've been in a lot of different tiers in Manchester, haven't we? Tier 1, 2, 3. We seem to have got the short straw with it all. So we're back with Manchester's finest to bring you some of the most positive news that has happened in Manchester this month.
So should we get into it?
We can get into it. So our first piece of positive news is from Big Issue North. Now, Big Issue North have always done amazing things to help their vendors, but one of the recent Instagram posts explained that 1 in 3 of their vendors actually rely on soup kitchens, and they work hard to earn just an average of £60 per week. So with many places being forced to close, they are having a very difficult time, and it's having very, very big effects on them. So Big Issue North have come up with a new project where they have upcycled unsold copies of the Big Issue.
Which is amazing.
It's amazing. They've created necklaces, and they are absolutely beautiful, and they're selling them as Christmas gifts. And all of the money raised in those is going to their vendors.
It's amazing because I think, you know, this year especially, I think a lot of people are being more thoughtful about their Christmas gifts and like a meaning behind it, and I think this is just the perfect Christmas gift.
So if you are interested in taking a look at those, you can head over to their Instagram @BigIssueNorth, and there are some links on there where you can get involved and buy some.
100% I will definitely be buying one. So we've all heard our friends, our mums, our postmans, our best mate's dad all making banana bread during the first lockdown, which I never got a slice of, and Kieran never baked me one, so...
I just wasn't getting involved in it. I've never been a fan of banana bread, so lockdown, no lockdown, I don't think I'll ever bake a banana bread.
Brilliant. But I was impressed with everybody else's banana bread, but I am super impressed with Rosette from Bolton, who has made, are you ready? A 6-foot tall cake.
6 foot?
It's like taller than me. And
that is taller than you. How tall are you?
5'10". Not that I'm bragging.
Say you're 5'9", maybe, adding an inch on there.
But Rosie actually baked this cake for the nurses over at Royal Bolton Hospital. It was actually a Santa Claus hugging a nurse with a mask on, and she wanted to do this just to appreciate the nurses. And
show them a bit of love. You know, the clapping has now stopped, and everyone is trying to get back to a sense of normality, shall we say. And it's easy to forget that there are still people out there on the front line saving lives and also risking theirs. So Rosie created this to put a smile on their faces and say thank you. And one of the most kind of shocking things about this cake,
not that it's 6 foot.
Not that it's 6 foot, something a little bit more than that, was how much it weighed. Can you guess how much it weighed?
Comment now if you can guess how much it weighs, but I think it would be around 8 stone.
Educated guess, no.
As always, thank you.
No, try double and a bit more. Double.
20?
I'm terrible at maths. We all know this already. If you tuned in before, you know that I'm very bad at maths.
Surely it can't be heavier than 20
30 stone. The cake was 30 stone.
How did they get it there?
I don't know. They wrapped it up. There's some pictures of them wrapping it up and carefully transporting it to the Royal Bolton Hospital. But you can see all of this actually over on Rose's Instagram page. She is a very talented cake artist, and you can follow her @Rosie Cake Diva. She's done a couple of other cakes, hasn't she? She's done...
Before we go into that, Rosie, if you are watching, please can you let me know how a 30 stone cake, 6 foot tall, how many does that feed?
Fed around 1,000, I think it said in the article.
It's got to be more than that. Rosie, please give us facts. Thanks.
Let us know, Rosie, if you are watching. But she's baked many cakes, so go and follow her at Rosie Cake Diva.
She's actually done a Boris Johnson one, which I
Not
love.
eating that. Definitely not eating that. I
think you just love biting his head off. Would you enjoy that?
Absolutely not. Leave a bitter taste in my mouth, I think. But she's also created one of Captain Tom Moore, which is amazing. So show her some love.
We speak about Captain Tom Moore, most positive news, and I love this guy. I love him. I can't stop talking about him. I'm obsessed with him. But somebody else who's done his bit for this absolute legend is Teddy Thomas, a 6-year-old boy who's actually decided to raise some money for COVID-19.
People who are affected by COVID-19.
People who are affected by COVID-19. He actually did 100 laps of his garden and wanted to raise at least £100 for this charity, but he actually raised £13,870.
And you've missed out the best bit of this. He was dressed it was World History Day at school, so he dressed up as Captain Tom Moore. And raised, £13,000 for
his
charity.
Outfit was amazing, by the way. He recreated the photo of Captain Tom. I feel like I can't not say Captain every time I speak about it. Like, you have to say the full thing.
Sir Captain Tom
I'm just
Moore.
going to say Tom, because we're practically friends now, you know. So it was a recreation of Tom's 100th birthday photo, and he looked amazing. He had like a blow-up frame, he had a grey moustache and grey hair. He just looked amazing.
So his dad, Adam Thomas, asked him what he wanted to do with the money, and he said that he just wanted to help anyone who had been affected by COVID-19 in any way that he could. So absolutely amazing, Teddy. Well done. And next up, we've got another heartwarming story from 7-year-old Harley. Now, all these young children, young people, raising so much money for charity. I can't remember what I was doing at 6 years old or 7 years old.
Raising money via playing cards with my granddad to buy Pokemon cards.
Yeah, probably. I was probably doing the same, actually, Amy. But 7-year-old Harley was inspired by seeing his mum collecting clothes for Wellspring Charity, a charity that supports homeless people. So he decided that homeless dogs also deserve some love.
Do you know, agree?
Juno agrees with? Yeah. Yep, she does, definitely. So his aim was to raise just £20 and collect a few items that he could donate to Manchester and Cheshire Dogs Home. He wrote a letter to his neighbours, which was absolutely beautiful, named himself the 7-year-old official collector of donations for the Dogs Home.
That is so cute.
And he just asked for any toys, treats, bedding that people could spare that he could have to donate to the charities. He also started a GoFundMe page, and like I said, his aim was to collect just £20, but he absolutely smashed his target, raising over £1,000, filling his mum's conservatory with lots and lots of items donated. So a huge well done, Harley. A local councillor and supermarkets also got involved and donated, and he's definitely going to make a lot of dogs' Christmases this year, isn't he?
Absolutely adorable. And when we reached out to his mum to ask him some photos, she told us that he's already starting his new fundraiser, so watch this space.
Well done, Harley. Can't wait to see what you do next. Next up, I'm sure you've all heard of the amazing work that Marcus Rashford is doing to support young people in need. We've actually covered this a few times in our previous positive news, haven't we? And due to his work, Manchester City Council have now set up a fund, and they are going to be spending £2.5 million providing food vouchers for children and families that are going to be struggling over Christmas.
Which is amazing, and wouldn't, you go, Marcus. If it wasn't for him, this wouldn't be happening. I'm just saying.
It wouldn't be, and it's absolutely incredible what he's doing. So some major supermarkets have got involved as well, and they are providing vouchers worth £15 each, bringing the total value to £1.9 million that the supermarkets are going to be raising, and it will be covering the 3 weeks of the school holiday. Around 32,000 children and young people are estimated to be struggling and in need right now. This number has increased by 2,000 due to COVID-19, and it's due to increase even more in the coming months. So it's absolutely incredible what the council and what Marcus Rashford have been able to achieve, and it just shows that fighting for something that you believe in, you can really make such a difference to people's lives.
Yeah, 100% agree with you. And we don't normally like, talking about ourselves, because we're not big-headed like that, are we, Kira?
You save it for off-camera, Amy, don't you? I think.
Cheek. Pure cheek. But we did want to we wanted to quickly mention our Charity Secret Centre that we've currently started last week. It was 12 days before Christmas when we started it, and it's just a little extra way of us trying to push some donations to our local charities and charities that obviously, as we know,
struggling right now. And we love Secret Santa, don't we? We try and do one every year with our friends. But this year we decided that we wasn't going to do that. We were actually going to try and give back to charities. So we have selected 12 charities that are raising money for all different causes. And it's basically Secret Santa just for charities. So on our Instagram, in our highlights, there is a pay it forward link that you can donate to, and you just have to write in the message Secret Santa. You then get a personal email from us after we've done an auto generator. Sounds really fancy when I say that, but it's not. It's just something that I found on Google. Typed all the charities in, click the button, and it selects one for you.
Genius.
So it is genius. It's great. So we send a personal email to let you know where your money and your donation is going to be going and what charity you've been paired with. And then on the 23rd, when we stop taking donations, Amy and I will be totaling up all of the different amounts raised for each charity, and we're putting that out on our Instagram. So we've had quite a few donations already, haven't we? Which is absolutely amazing. And there is no maximum minimum that you can donate. We know it's a difficult time for anybody right now. So if you can, then donate whatever you can. And yeah, it's just an amazing thing to.
And we'll also put our the PayPal link actually on the comments after the news.
Yeah, if you want to get involved.
So next up, we've got to finish off the news segments as well. And we've got a local guy from Oldham who's actually the legendary ex-rugby captain Kevin Sinfield. This story actually makes my muscles hurt, like the thought of it. I can't walk around the block at the moment, it's that cold. But this guy decided to do 7 marathons in 7 days.
Raising £2.5 million, an absolutely incredible amount of money. He was actually running to raise awareness and funds for the Motor Neuron Disease Association after finding out that his close friend and long-time Leeds Rhinos teammate Rob Burrow was diagnosed with MND last year. And after completing this amazing achievement, he quite casually said, "I'm busted and broken now, but it's what mates do. They look after each other."
I mean, we do look after, and I do look after my friends and look after you all the time. But 7 marathons in 7 days
that's incredible.
That's next level looking after your friends. So fair play to you, Kevin. He absolutely smashed it, and we just want to send all our best wishes as well over to Rob.
So, each month for our positive news, we're going to be doing a random act of kindness where we get involved and give a hand to a charity or a person who is already doing amazing things for the community of Manchester, or it might just be something that we're going to be doing to give the community of Manchester a little smile and bring some positivity to them.
We do try.
A couple of weeks ago, we had our new neighbour at Bread and Bowl move in. And absolutely love what they do. And every Sunday they come out, don't they? They do Sunday roast. I'm a huge Sunday roast fan, so
I have it like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
I do. It's Sunday roasts are not just for Sunday. It's like dogs aren't just for Christmas. Roasts aren't just for Sundays. They're for any day. But they are absolutely incredible. And what they have done is also incredible. We're huge fans of Pay It Forward boards, haven't we? Aren't we? And they have created a Pay It Forward where you can buy a roast for someone in need for just £5. Our wonderful friends and sponsors at the Co-op donated £250 to our coffee shop Pay It Forward board, and we decided to pass that on to Bread and Bowl. And I also decided that I was going to pop out and give them a hand and see what it's all about.
Not me.
Leaving Amy in the shop. I know it's a very touchy subject, guys.
She didn't even bring me a past it, but this is still upsetting, so I'm not even
but
going to go there.
that means that we gave out lots of wonderful roasts for those in need.
I'll stop being selfish just for a minute.
Just for a minute, please, Amy. But you're going to see what I got up to just now. Hi, babe. How you doing? Right, we're getting ready to make some roasts then.
Yeah, let's get peeling.
Right, so Charlotte, tell me a little bit about Bread and Bowl and why you launched Roast Line.
Everything that I do is usually based around homelessness. It's something I'm really passionate about. I do quite a lot of volunteering in the community, and I realised we were wasting a bit from the roast line. So every week we'd go out and hand out like 4 or 5 meals, and everyone was so happy about it. I thought, well, I might as well get my customers involved, and I started asking for the Pay It Forward. Anything that I can do, especially in this pandemic, I want to do it.
It's amazing, isn't it? I mean, we've got a little Pay It Forward board for coffees. I was so surprised at how many people are like so passionate about giving back. It's so nice to see, especially during this time when it's a struggle for a lot of people. You're definitely beating me on these. I don't think you'll be employing me in a hurry, will you?
That's ready.
Oh, that looks done.
Very crispy.
They smell delicious. There is an art to this.
I don't know about that.
Is that everything, yeah?
Done.
Should we get ready to go and give them out?
Yeah, definitely, let's go.
Let's go. You all right, guys? There you go, my love.
Thank you very much.
There you go. Enjoy, my love. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much.
That's no problem.
for anyone watching who wants to support, how can they do that?
So if you go on our website, you can buy a roast and then buy a roast for a homeless person for a £5 with a pay it forward scheme. Or you can just DM us on Instagram, it's at Bread and Bowl MCR. Anything that's left over will be going to Life Share at Christmas to help towards their Christmas dinner.
Amazing. Well, I think it's incredible what you're doing, and thank you so much for letting me join you for the afternoon.
Thank you, it's been fun.
It's good, that, wasn't it?
It was good, Kira. I'm going to give it to you. You was a good presenter, but I think next month's will be better when I'm in it. I think it was missing me.
We're all entitled to our own opinion, Amy, so we will see you next time and see what the viewers think, eh? Charlotte mentioned at the end of the video that they are working very closely with Life Share, which is Manchester's oldest charity supporting vulnerable people and those struggling with homelessness. You may have seen the incredible recent poster campaign around the city to raise awareness, as they have been struggling during the pandemic with a fall in donations. So we are joined by the wonderful Judy, who runs Life Share. So Judy, welcome to the Positive News.
Thanks for
good
coming
evening.
down.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
No problem at all. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about Life Share?
Yeah, certainly. As you say, Life Share is the oldest homeless charity. We founded in 1984 as a street outreach suit van style programme. Charitable status 89. You know, we've brought...
The year I was born.
Well, you know, the 90s, we brought the big issue up north, brought the first needle exchanges onto vans, the first bond scheme, helped found a booth centre, Manchester Action on Street, Health, Men's Room. Don't know how many social work placements and, you know, BA placements has gone through. Somewhere in the history, everywhere will be Life Share.
That's absolutely insane. What an inspiration.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. So the pandemic, I know has impacted what you usually do in terms of fundraising, and I know that you usually do the Life Share at Christmas, and you've taken that to virtual markets now. So do you want to tell us a little bit more about that and how that's impacted Life Share?
Yeah, I think not just Life Share, but lots of charities across the country and the world probably. We had the marathon, 10 runners in the marathon, we had summer bowls planned, virtual, not the virtual, that's dead, football tournaments, sort of all sort of outdoor festivals, things like that, with our corporate partners and communities, and that all had to stop, which meant we lost about £40,000 in fundraising. Wow. We didn't know whether we'd be able to do an indoor Christmas project from the 23rd to the 29th. That's not just about our guests, it's about the volunteers. Some of our volunteers have volunteered 25, 30 Christmases with us. Wow. You know,
it's what they look forward to doing.
Yeah, it's part of their getting together, part of their, time and community pull together. So we decided we'd do a virtual Christmas market in partnership with Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah, so we thought we'll not just, we'll ask local designers as well. That's how the tees came out.
The t-shirts are incredible.
And the posters, so local designers, Mikey Swing, talked everybody into designing these designs for us. So we had a 2-week pre-order shop, which went really well. And then the virtual market, again, with local designers selling their wares, from Carla, from the Islington Mill, all selling, giving 10% of the sales to Life Share.
Oh, that's so good.
Incredible. And you've kept it with local artists as well, local
and then on the 18th of December, Maxine Peake, our patron, is doing a live auction, and we've got some amazing prizes from United VIP tours to some really fantastic pieces of artwork and photographs of the city and jewellery. So tune in on the 18th.
Yeah, I was going to say, how so anyone watching this now, how can they support Life Share and how can they get involved in the live stream and donate?
Well, they can either go in through the Facebook or the website www.lifeshare.org.uk. We're live streaming this evening from 7 o'clock from Yes Bar, and the shops will still be on there. And then again, it'll reopen on the 18th again. Although I think you can shop all week on the shops, but we're only live streaming on the Saturday and the Sunday. But you're welcome to do all your shopping in the week. And as I say, 10% of the sales go to the Life Share charity.
That's absolutely incredible.
Judith, when do you sleep? When do you sleep between all this?
Yeah, no. Yeah, because I was saying we normally open from the 23rd to the 29th of December, from 7 in the morning till 8 in the evening. 3 meals, entertainers, volunteers, doggy well-being as well.
Oh, amazing.
But we
take
can't. Yeah, entertaining. Yeah. We can't this year, but we've they managed, the church and the council have given us permission to use Oldham Street. So we're going to do a humanitarian sort of breakfast and lunch.
Wow.
So we're going to do that from 7 till 2 a.m. every day from Christmas Eve through till the 29th.
Wow, that is absolutely incredible.
So we're doing something.
Yeah.
We normally take all our young people out because LiveShare works with 16 to 25-year-old young people who are either homeless, at risk of homelessness, and at risk of exploitation in its many different forms. And usually every year we take about 25 out to an all-you-can-eat buffet. They all get an outfit from Boohoo, a Christmas present, and you know that is their Christmas usually on the sort of 22nd or 23rd. Can't do that this year, so they're getting Christmas Day dinners delivered out to where they are. And the odd few that we do have still on the streets will come and see us at Oldham Street.
You
That's
are such an
absolutely
inspiration.
incredible. Yeah, that's amazing, and I'm so happy that you know, even during this time, that you are able to adapt and find new ways to support. So yeah, thank you so much for
because
joining
we're
us.
also supporting, like we're working with Crack and Good Food and Tibetan Kitchen. So Christmas Day we'll also be sending out over 100 Christmas dinners to hotels, hostels, and single men's accommodation, single women's. So you know, it's not just LiveShare, Crack and Good Food and Tibetan involved, and NIMOS. So it's a proper collaboration.
I just love that, like, Manchester spirit of it all, like how you know, like all your t-shirts and your designs and your artists, everything is like local Manchester, Northern Quarter. Everyone's it's just about the community, and that's what we're trying to do in our own way with Feel Good Club. So honestly, you are what we inspire to be.
Well, it's about our Manchester, and we do it differently around here, and that was the campaign, was about asking people to step up. It wasn't about pointing the finger or trying to say anybody wasn't doing anything. It was like, come on, step up, we can do this.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's do it as a community.
Amazing. And honestly, we'd love to be involved in any way we can in the future, 100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I've got that written down.
We'll sign it.
Yeah, you don't realise you're signing life away now.
Gino didn't hear anything.
We are now at the end of the positive news, and we will be sharing links to all of the places that you've mentioned, so that people can get involved and that they know how they can support. But thank you so much for joining us, Judy. It's been absolutely amazing.
Thanks for everything that you do for Manchester as well.
Thank you.
We're going to end this month's positive news with a couple of things that you've got to look forward to in Manchester. So some of you may have already been, but the Christmas markets are back open on a much smaller scale. And if you're looking to get festive, then you can head down there to St Anne's Square or Piccadilly Gardens to see those markets. And speaking of Christmas, we've decided, haven't we, to open for a couple of hours on Christmas Day. For anyone that can't spend it with their family or are unable to go home, you can come down here, see some smiling faces, grab a mince pie. I'm not a massive fan of mince pies, if I'm honest. Judy, what's your thoughts on mince pies?
I am quite partial.
I'm just there for the small Baileys.
But we will be open. We'll be putting a bit more information out on our Instagram about those opening hours and times, that you can pop down and see us if you are around in Manchester on Christmas Day. And that is the end of this month's positive news, isn't it?
Thank you so much to our sponsors, the Co-op. Thank you to Manchester's Finest for putting our lovely faces back on this platform. We really do appreciate it. Again, thanks to Judith for coming down and everything that you're doing for Manchester.
Thank you.
And thanks for behaving, Juno. We really appreciate it.
So Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy New Year. Hopefully 2021 is going to be a better year for us all. Fingers crossed. Have a good one, and we'll see you next January.